So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand.
Hey everyone, Chivos here, bringing you another episode of the Melbourne Victory save. Today it is time for Central Coast Mariners. We also have Newcastle Jets. It's mid-table. We'll just call it mid-table. Now let's get into it. You can see the table already, but we're going to go a little bit in depth with the schedule first. What has been happening? So, since I last saw you, our last game was the Western Sydney Wanderers game and the Sydney FC game, obviously. But the 4-1 win, I said it was 3. Gillingham scored in the 93rd minute. Can't complain, I'll tell you that now. But since then, a few mixed results. But I'd say overall, things are positive. So the first one, a 1-0 loss to Wellington Phoenix. Roy Krishna scoring there, the only goal of the game. We then played against Newcastle Jets. We beat them 1-0 thanks to a Daniel Mullen own goal in the 72nd minute. We got lucky, but we got 3 points, and that is all that matters. We then followed it up with a 2-2 draw with Perth Glory. Now, Perth Glory were 2-0 up. The last 10 minutes, we scored 2. We turned around. But then, in the Western Sydney game, look at this. We were 3-0 up, and then Joshua Sotirio, hat-trick in the last 18 minutes. It was 3-3. So, what we did to Perth Glory, Western Sydney did to us. Fair game, I guess. And then Melbourne City, we beat them 3-0. Bessart Brisha scoring a hat-trick. Fan-bloody-tastic. Now, we're going to go to the table, and as you can see here, we're doing well. We currently sit in 3rd place. The one thing you need to see, Central Coast and Brisbane Roar still have to play each other. So, Central Coast could grab the 3 points there. Brisbane Roar could grab the 3 points there. We could be in 4th. It's bad, but it's not the worst. As you can see, Adelaide United, 22 points. We are 5 points off them. Same amount of games played. The title is anyone's right now. So, although we have had 2 losses, we don't need to stress. You know, we're still up there. We're in the mix. And that is all that matters. Alright, so I want to show you guys a couple of future transfers. These guys coming in on freeze at the end of the season. The first, Jordan Siamoa, a defensive midfielder. He's 18, youth contract once again. We need to bring these youth in. The second is Pierce Waring, who's coming in from the Melbourne Victory NPL side. And as you can see, he's a very good striker. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to keep Mastronunzio or not at the end of the season. He's been playing well, don't get me wrong, but he's 37. That's one thing we need to look at. We can bring in Pierce Waring, who's not the finished product. He's got a bit of time to develop, but as you can see, he's doing really well in the NPL so far this season. I'm really hoping he can continue to push, and maybe he can be the second option going into next season. And just quickly, finance-wise as well, we have made a loss this month. It does seem we make quite a bit of loss, which is one thing I am going to have to look at, but I can't really control it. And as you can see, our balance, I think Champions League football is a must. Okay, so when I saw you guys, it was actually 10 days ago. So I've actually processed 10 days. I need to show you the table and how things stand currently because it has changed. We still sit in 3rd place, as you can see here. Brisbane Roar, 17 points. Central Coast Mariners, 21. Adelaide United, 22. It means they've picked up another loss. Fantastic for us. So how are we going to do things? I'm not quite sure, but I am thinking we need a win here today. If we can beat Central Coast, we will not leapfrog them, but we will be 2 points within league leaders, Adelaide United. And how are we going to line up? That is the question. It looks like Central Coast with a 4-3-3, a very narrow formation. Roy O'Donovan here, the man to watch. 5 goals in 11 appearances. Not too bad, but we can do better. Now, as you can see, if you look at the screen, the formation has changed just slightly. Why? I felt as though after the Wellington Phoenix game and a couple of draws, I think we needed to utilise having 2 strikers. Having one man up top wasn't doing good enough at this point in the season anyway. Now, one thing we also need to know, James Triwisi, still giving him a chance, 6.84 so far this season, 6.66 in his last few games. I don't know whether he's cutting the mustard, but we'll have to see how we go. So this is how we're going to line up anyway. We line up with Thomas in goal as always. One player I do like, but just few too many mistakes. And Alistair Bray, not good enough as a backup. I'll tell you that now. We have Gojevski, Ansel, Barrow, and Jeria. That is right, Barrow makes his way back into the lineup after injury. We have Valeri and Broxham in the centre, Triawisi, Rojas, Berisha, and Mastronunzio lead the line. That is right, the two big men up top. How do we have on the bench? We have Bray, Negro, as he can play midfield and defence. We have Bozanic, Ingham, and Austin. It's going to be tough. We have dropped Donachie. Why? Errors. Simple, he made an error against Western Sydney. Barrow's come in, doing a better job. I cannot complain. And let's get into today's game. You know, we need to pick up a result here. It could put us within 2 points, and that would be fantastic. We are the favourites for the game. And Berisha has got 14 in 17 so far this season. As you can see, they are playing quite narrow. Matty Fletcher, if you do remember some of my previous saves, he has been around. So keep an eye on him. The other, Roy O'Donovan, obviously. But this formation, is it going to work against Central Coast? It has worked in previous weeks. Will it get us a result today? Let's find out. Central Coast have had a bit more of the game so far. It looks like they are going to have this first highlight too. He's Bingham on the ball. Gives it away. And here's Jeria. Finds Rojas now. Coming down this right-hand side. Rojas. Ball in. Berisha. That's why we're playing like this. I don't know, but it works. Berisha scored after 8 minutes. It's 1-0. We're beating Central Coast. Bloody-tastic. We have the best goal difference in the league so far, which is also incredible. But here we go. Here's Rojas on the ball. Lovely run down this right-hand side. Ball across. Beats everyone. And Berisha in the back of the net. Now this kick clash. I don't really like it. Why is Central Coast not playing in yellow? Here we go. Rojas on the free kick. Ball's in. Berisha. Across to Valeri. Mastronunzio. It's cleared though. Here's Rojas has come out wide. Can he put this ball in? He does. But it's out for a goal kick. Highlight here, Valeri's on the ball. It goes out wide to Triawisi, the man I have criticised yet again before the game. And he gets an assist. There you go, Berisha puts it in the back of the net. It's 2 goals for Berisha. 5 in 2 games for Berisha. And Triawisi bags himself an assist. He's got to be quite happy with that, I reckon. Now, I'd be quite happy with that. But here we go. Nice ball over the top. Here's Triawisi. Just brings it down. Across the face. And Berisha, bang. Thank you very much. It's 2-0 and it looks like we are going to hold on to 3rd place. But speaking of that, we're only half an hour through. We still have an hour to go. And here's Matthew Fletcher on the break. What's he going to do? Don't bring him down. He hasn't. Thomas, clean save. Let's see if something comes of this. One thing we do need to note about this tactic change, we aren't passing the ball as much. We're tending to hold the ball a lot more. As you can see, the passes completed. We've only got 145 to the 236 of Central Coast. So they're passing the ball a lot more. But as you see, we don't need to hold the ball. That's the thing we're looking at here. We don't need to hold the ball because we're dominating without it. Every time we get the ball, we're dominating with chances. As you can see here, another highlight. Gojevski, Triawisi. Is Berisha going to score the hat-trick before half-time? He's hit the bar, and Mastronunzio has been ruled offside. Ooh, that's a bit late, referee. 46. We're supposed to have 1 minute of extra time. Harry Ascroft puts the ball in the back of the net. It's 2-1 going into half-time. As you can see here, Tavares heads it on. Ascroft, Thomas, unlucky, mate. That is not your fault. The man on the post should be doing better. But finally, we're going to get into half-time. Finally, I tell you. I'm pleased, but we need to keep going. Time is ticking down very slow here. And we're only 55 minutes through. We have another highlight. Gojevski cleared. No. Thomas, big save there. Corner to come. Is anything going to come from it though? I highly doubt it. We're still going from the corner here. Very, very lucky there from Barrow, who's already on a yellow card. Berisha. Fletcher finally on the break. And Thomas comes up big again. That was all from that corner. We're almost 70 minutes through. We are going to make some changes. The first, Gojevski off for Negro, who is this Cavalieri not having the best game either. Oli Bozanic can come on for him. Central midfielder to defend. I don't think so. Advanced playmaker support sounds a lot better to me. Let's go. Kick on. It's 20 minutes left to play. Highlight, late on. We've got 15 minutes left to play. Central Coast with the ball. Not good for us, I'll tell you that now. So he's Bingham breaking from that highlight. Thomas, another big save. It's highlight after highlight. Here's Rojas, Connor Payne, Bozanic. It's deflected in. It's 3-1. It's a 2-goal cushion now with 13 minutes to go. That should be enough. But my lord, has this game gone on. Corner ball in here. Payne nods it on. Bozanic, deflection, goal. The ball over the top to Smith. Across, and O'Donovan puts in the back of the net. 84 minutes. I think we need to shut up shop here. Things aren't looking good. Can we drop some people back? Negro can drop. Broxham can drop. Broxy's going to drop. Bozanic, Triawisi can come back. Rojas can come back. Mastronunzio, I want to take him off, but we don't have anyone else to fill the role here. So we push Bozanic across. We put Mitch Austin on for Mastronunzio, and Triawisi can swap there like this. It's a very weird formation, but I just want to sum up the rest of the game. We've got 5 minutes left to play. Please, boys, please. And it looks like we're going to hold out to take the win here. 3-2, it looks like it's going to end with 2 seconds left on the clock. Thank you very much, referee. It's a 3-2 win against Central Coast Mariners. It does put us third on the table. We are 2 points within top of the table, Adelaide United. And I am over the moon. Time for the second game. We have some news. Big news. I was going to bring you to the game, but someone is in for Berisha. They're called Yifang. They're from the Chinese Super League. Of course they are. Jaylin Yifang. Now, the question is, do we want to sell Berisha? Because I really don't, okay? So, Yifang are looking to smash the club's transfer record with a bid of $350,000. It's a decent chunk of money. The deal is completed. They have to pay the amount outstanding to Berisha, which is $30,000. I'll tell you what. I'll be honest with you. He's 31. But if you look at big old Bessa Berisha here, he's a fantastic player for this league. 4.5 star. There is no way we can get rid of this guy. So guess what? Reject straight away. The player is indispensable. We cannot get rid of him. So guess what? Berisha, you're staying. So here we go. Just quickly, the social feed. Matilda Brown, don't go Berisha. I work with one of Berisha's personal trainers, mates. He reckons he's staying. He's far too good to sell, and there'll be major protests. So it looks like I've done the right thing by the fans, the supporters. And here we go. It is game day. Central Coast top the table. They have overtaken Adelaide, who have lost again. We won't reach the top of the table today. We play against Newcastle. We're now sitting 9th, so they've taken a major drop since we planned this. But a win today could see us leapfrog Adelaide. Second on the table, it wouldn't be a bad start. We've had 5 wins and 5 draws. It's decent, but here we go. It's game day. Do we line up the same? I think we do. Donachie could come back in. Triawisi played much better. Carl Valeri dropped off a bit. We'll see how he goes, but I think we line up the same. So let's crack on against Newcastle Jets. They line up with Clut, Coco, Lupoli, Brown, Kantarovsky and Cooper, Coburn, Mullen, Bogard, Hull, and Kennedy. I'm not too worried about Newcastle. Should be an easy win here today. Let's go, boys. Let's pick up the 3 points and let's continue our goal scoring form. Here we go. First highlight of the game here. Ansel to Berisha. Back and forth between the two. Now it looks like once again the passing isn't working for us. I don't like the fact we don't have enough of the ball. Now we are scoring well. The tactic has been working. I don't like that we don't control the ball. It's one thing I'm going to have to look at. I don't know. We'll see how the game pans out. Here's Triawisi. Ball over. Mastronunzio. Can't get there. Triawisi. Across. Broxham. Back of the net. There you go. 1-0. Move up the table to second position. 1 point off league leader Central Coast. What a start to the game. So we see here Triawisi bangs it. And Broxy says thank you very much. Back of the net. Another highlight could be in the way of Newcastle. Clut on the ball. Here's Coco. Coco on the ball. Lupoli. Can we keep this out? Thomas with a fantastic save. Gajewski clears. Fantastic work from the goalkeeper. It's half time. Things are looking good. Players aren't performing well though. I'm thinking we might require a tactic change. Once again I said we're not holding enough of the ball. players like Rojas, Berisha, and Mastronunzio just not getting involved enough. I'll see how it pans out. We are winning. You don't change something that's not broken. We're 65 minutes through. We're going to make our first change of the game. Rojas not playing quite well. So Jai Ingham is going to come on. Whenever he's come on, he has performed. We'll give him some game time and see if he can bring some more magic into the first team. We're 80 minutes down, and one thing to note, the strikers haven't had much to do today. So I think we need to bring someone off and just change this system a little bit. Triawisi, we can do. Bazanic we can bring on. So we bring on Bazanic. Berisha not had the best game. We'll take him off. Mastronunzio can stay up top by himself. How's that? And then I think we bring on Mitch Austin for Triawisi as well. Triawisi picked up an assist today. I've criticised him and he's done well. So James Triawisi, I'm sorry, I need to stop criticising you because every time I do, you perform. Highlight late on here. Here's Lipoli breaking for Newcastle. Lawrence Thomas though, again coming up big for us. That could win us the 3 points. But Lipoli breaking again here. The ball across to Polyak. Cooper, keep this out. Gajewski clears Ugargovic. Thomas, it's hit the post. And Cooper is offside. A lifeline. Here we go, the last shot of the game. Mastronunzio puts it over the bar. It ends 1-0. Again, a 1-0 win against Newcastle. But it's a 1-0 win I'm going to take. It is 3 points in the bag. We've done well to pick up the win. And as we can see here, we do sit second on the table. 23 points, 1 point off Central Coast with 7 goals more than them. We are killing it. We just need to break that point gap now. And we need to build a gap of our own. But talking about gaps, we are practically at the halfway point of our first season in the Hyundai A League. Where am I going to join you? That is the question. We'll give it a bit of a gap. As you can see, we can probably go to about here. Central Coast, we don't want to play them again. We'll go Adelaide United. We go Sydney FC. And then I bring you the end of the season. But that is going to be it for today. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to see more of the Melbourne Victory save. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.